What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bearded Brad Barbecue. Today we're going to be showing you how to clean your Pitboss pellet grill. Now, I definitely don't clean mine as often as I probably should, so it's quite a mess right now. So this is a perfect time to do this demonstration. It's fairly easy, but it's pretty messy. Let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, first thing we're going to do is open it up and remove the grates. Remove the top one. Definitely wear some gloves for this. Remove these as well. So as you can see here, it is extremely messy in there, and so we got to get all that cleaned up. What I like to use is a chisel. This one's maybe 2 inches or so. That's going to help scrape all this junk up off of there so you can get it all cleaned up. And I'll show you how I do that now. So we're just going to take this chisel and scrape all this nastiness off of here. Now, I went to start doing this today and realized my shop vac is not working. So we're just gonna have to do the best we can without a shop vac, but if you have a shop vac, definitely be vacuuming this out as you're scraping it. Makes it a whole lot easier. You can also flip this latch here. That's gonna pull this. You can get that handle out of the way. And removing that handle is gonna allow you to remove this heat shield. And this is the deflector that slides back and forth to give you direct sear or indirect heat. Get all this scraped off here. The more often you do this cleaning, the easier it's gonna be. I think Pitboss recommends doing it like after every couple cooks. I'm a little lazy, don't have that much time. So I usually wait until I start getting some flare-ups or something. And it does end up becoming a little more of a pain. So now that that one's clean, let's go ahead and keep scraping this heat shield here. All right, now that we got most of that scraped off, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out this heat deflector. I saw a picture recently where some guy actually cut this and put some hinges on it, and then so you want to clean in that fire pot, you can actually just hinge this up and not have to take this entire piece out. Now, I haven't done that, and honestly I probably won't, but if you're pretty handy and you do that, that will make it easier because you don't have to pull that whole heat deflector out. But I think you still really need to get in here because this gets pretty nasty down in here too. We're gonna start scraping some of this back. So what I'm gonna do is just take this old trash can and use my hands and scrape out as much as we can. And since it has been a while, there's a bunch of grease and stuff on the bottom. Very sticky, but just get as much of this junk out of the bottom of the grill as you can. All right, so probably the most important part about this is down in the fire pot. You really want to make sure you're getting all that ash out of there. That's going to help it start better, burn better, and all that. So we're going to go ahead and try to clean all that out. Again, shop vac, much easier, but I'm going to have to use my hands. Yeah, this has quite a bit of buildup in it, and this is the most important part of the cleaning process, and where a shop vac really comes in handy. This is going to help starting those fires a little bit easier, not having to have a bunch of ash in here to compete with and smother the fire. Still a little bit more junk right here we're going to get. All right, now that we got it pretty clean, we're gonna start putting it back together. So we start with the big heat deflector. Now these notches go on the left side. Slide this in here. And there's a little slot that those notches rest right on top of. Gives it an angle, that way any grease that falls down runs down this grease trap and then down into the little catcher off the side. We're going to put in this other heat deflector here and then latch it back to our handle. Lock that into place. Then we got our main grates. I'm going to go ahead and knock them off just a little bit. I don't like to clean these perfectly. I like to have a little bit of that grease and stuff left on here. We're just going to knock a little bit of stuff off of them, but again, I'm not as worried about these. Get a little extra flavor if you leave some grease on there. We'll do the same thing with this one here. Always use a nylon grill brush as well. Don't ever use the metal ones. I'm sure you've heard by now, but the metal can come off of those, and if you get a piece of metal in a burger or chicken or something like that, it can actually cause some issues. Then we're going to slide our top grate in, put her in place, and we are good to go. Going to clean this little bit of mess up. And that's it, y'all. Super simple way to clean the grill. It only takes a few minutes. Definitely make sure you're keeping it clean, that way you're not getting any flare-ups. Also, again, like I said, down in the fire pot is going to help the fire start easier and burn a little better by getting that ash out of there. It's a very easy way to clean the pellet grill. We're going to get ready to cook some lunch. I think I'm going to do some burgers, and I'll have that video coming up for y'all very soon. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it, guys. I'll catch y'all in the next one.